When we first began taking these first steps out into these neighborhoods, no one felt that they knew the conversation at all. So we had to figure out, what words do you say to invite a junior youth into the program? What words do you use to help a parent understand what this program is about? And I remember the very first day that we were preparing to go out, it was pouring rain, and half of us were hoping that it was raining too hard to go out and we wouldn't be able to. And they would say it was canceled, but it wasn't. I remember sitting in a little room and with the 6 people that were in my team and just role-playing every possible question that somebody could ask us. And no one ever asked us any of those questions, but we felt like we had to be prepared. And then we went out. And to our great surprise, we spoke to parents and they gave permission. We invited junior youth and they came.
3 years ago, I was outside playing with my friends. An animator was playing too. And while we were hiding from the person who was it, she introduced me to junior youth group. So I asked my parents. They said they agreed that it was a great idea. I joined and here I am.
My first animator, she came to my door and my dad answered the door and she was telling him about the program, and my dad told me, Esther, you might as well join since you're not involved with the community. So I was like, okay, I will. So I went to it and ever since then I never looked back.
Our junior youth group brought a lot of people together that didn't know each other from before.
I met lots of people who I didn't even know, and they lived right in my building or right in my school, and I didn't even notice them.
It's a great place to make new friends.
I made friends with him and his brother. I started coming over to his house.
Yeah, we like it because we get to do different activities and we get to interact with other people in our community.
So, can someone read for me what this book says? Tuva. Breezes of Confirmation, right. And what this book is it's a story about a junior youth much like you guys. So it's a 13-year-old girl named Musanda. And we're gonna read about some experiences that she's had. It'll help us ask some of these questions that I think we're all facing. Questions about what we want to do with our life, how can we best be of service to humankind.
This junior youth program affected my life, drastically. Every time I'm around somebody new, I try and think of what I learned and how it would affect other people, and I try and spread the knowledge.
I've learned that my actions have a lot of effect on people, and it taught me to reflect on my day and show what's good and bad and how I could change for the next day.
It showed me that we need spiritual excellence because without it, it will be really hard to succeed in life. And spiritual excellence is when you use your knowledge and you use your heart and compassion and blend those two together and help someone.
I used to get teased and bullied around the neighborhood. But then my animators, they helped me a lot to get through stuff, and if I have a problem, I would talk to them about it. Now, nothing really happens, and when I graduate junior youth, I will become an animator and just give back what I got.
Sometimes that's hard to explain how we're feeling, right? Or even what we're thinking, yeah? So one of the things that we're trying to do in this group is to develop our capacity to be able to find those words.
There's some moments where you want to say something, but you really can't express it. So this group really helps you because it tells you how you can express your feelings.
We want to think of something that we can do together for our community. Does anyone have any ideas about what we could do?
We can provide service to our community. Service is very important because it helps others and at the same time it builds your character.
The junior youth group that I'm animating in, we've just did a service project. They wanted to show the community what healthy eating was and what's diabetes and how they can prevent it.
These ones on the bottom is what you should do every day. Here's what you should do 3 to 5 times a week.
Lots of people don't eat healthy now.
And a lot of people have diabetes, which is a big concern. Many of our parents have diabetes. So We want to put an end to it. Society says that we're kids and we can't really do much. And we think of ourselves as heroes and role models because we can do a lot if we put our mind to it.
If you were here in this community 5 years ago, there was a lot of violence that was present in this community, but through the establishment of this program, the future generations were guided towards a more positive direction, and the service projects that they have done has impacted the community in a positive way, and presently you do not see violence in our community.
If we just do this in our group itself, it's only gonna change our minds. But if once I've seen people getting inspired and all the people joining in and us working as a team, I believe that we can make this place beautiful.